Good day guys, another video of the Talaria Sting. I know when I was looking for one and there wasn't a lot of information out there, so hopefully this one helps whoever's looking for info. So yeah, very similar than a Segway, very similar than a Saran, different geometry, most likely different rake. Feels to me like more stable at the front, turns a lot quicker. Apologies, I got my son next door that wants to look at it too. The big difference is the gearbox. So that gearbox got mechanical sprocket inside for demultiplication. So as a result, the gearbox ratio is not the same. So I've got the wrong sprocket here. You got to really look for a 50 teeth to be equivalent to a 58 teeth Saran. Other than that, the motor, I have no idea because I'm not technical, so I don't know if it's the same or different, but the writing on it is different. The battery, although it's bigger, when I take it off the thing yesterday, it looks the same dimension to me than Segway Saran, so they must have packed more cells. The front guard here, I broke it after a jump, but obviously this bike is not meant to be jumping the way most of us do, so be aware of that when you mount it. But then again, this is a pre-prod model, so there's a very good chance, because they're very reactive with the feedback, there's a very good chance that they may look into this, and the prod bike will essentially have something different. I got an aftermarket bar here, so riser is still needed on this, but look at the head stem. It's already coming up with a riser. I can't remember on the Segway if it was the case or not. Same light. Those front pillars are very good, even though too soft for my weight. I'm 85 kilo, so at 75 kilo I reckon you don't need to change anything. At my weight I reckon springs needs to be changed, or suspension. The wheels are good quality too. They're 19-inch front and rear. Obviously the rear is a bigger diameter than the front, which makes a massive difference for such a small size. It's a 90-100 instead of an 80-100 instead of a 79-100 stock. Different brakes, stock pads, they're actually better. I would still change them, I reckon, now that I'm getting a bit faster on this thing, but out of the box, heaps better than the stock ones on the Saran Segway. These are thicker discs as well, so a bit better with heat dissipation. What other differences? There is not much. I mean, the rest is still very similar, so not much different there. Bash plate is actually a good quality bash plate, so don't need to be changed. Show you the controller here, or actually the heatsink plate. It looks slightly wider to me, I'm not sure, but seems very well done. And tight. So I'm trying to show you here. Love that little touch, a lot neater than on my Segway. And other than that, that's about it. The one thing I wanted to say was, because I was looking, I heard a lot of things about gearbox and ratios, and that's a really good connector. Being able to change the ratio and stuff. No, that's not true, guys. So it stays exactly the same as is. You can't change the ratio on the fly. You have to change the sprocket or your front sprocket if you want to change the ratio. But what you can do in the menu here is change. Once you change the ratio, change it in the menu here, gear ratio, and that's going to change or readjust your speed, I guess, to your ratio. There's battery information here with cell voltage, cycle number as well, amount of charge, which is awesome. Wheel size, they're going to add a 21 and 18 to this, so the guys are onto it. Unit, metric, imperial, and from a data point of view, what's been done. Now this resets every time you ride, so it's only handy when you are riding. And of course 2 modes, so eco, sports, and the little white you see here, you actually have to press the start button to engage the bike, which I thought was a really good idea, because on electric it's instant power. If you have a short or anything like that, the bike basically flips on you, whereas with this mechanism you actually have to hit start before the bike engages. So good thinking here. That's pretty much it for this video. Oh yeah, wider swing arm as well, and if you look at clearance, there's heaps more, but especially on that side. So offload your hub and you can definitely get much bigger tire on the back. So that's about it, I guess. Another look of the bike. Looks a lot more slick, I guess, or a lot more like a bike. and a bit taller as well. So any other questions, feel free. I mean, I was in that position before trying to get information on it, didn't get much info. So if you're after info, just put a comment and I'll try to add it for you. Cheers guys, have a good one.